Josh's eyes widened, mouth opening, then closing again. His confusion flickered into something else, uncertainty. Maybe even embarrassment. Sorry, Josh muttered finally, rubbing the back of his neck. He glanced away, grabbing his coffee from the counter before retreating toward the door. The bell jingled, and he was gone. Ethan sat frozen, pulse racing, breath shallow. His reflection stared back in the window glass, Elise, not Ethan, and for the first time, he'd said it out loud. Tessa broke the silence with a low whistle. Well, Elise has a bite after all. Claire squeezed his hand tighter, her voice low and steady. You didn't just survive that. You claimed it. And though fear still burned in his chest, Ethan realized something terrifyingly undeniable. He hadn't hated saying it. He'd believed it. The next morning, Ethan sat at his desk in the gray-walled IT office, fingers hovering uselessly over the keyboard. Lines of code blurred on the screen, drowned out by the echo still rattling in his head. My name is Elise. He had said it. Out loud. To Josh. And Josh had walked away, confused but not convinced. Every creak of the office chair behind him, every laugh from the break room, every whisper felt like it could be about him. His shirt and tie felt foreign, stiff armor that didn't belong to the person he saw in the mirror last night. By 10 o'clock, his fears crystallized. Josh appeared in the doorway of his cubicle. Hey, Ethan, Josh started, his tone awkward, careful. Can we talk? Ethan's stomach twisted. His throat went dry. About what? Josh shifted uncomfortably, lowering his voice. About last night. The words landed like thunder. Ethan forced a laugh, brittle and thin. You must have been mistaken. I wasn't at the cafe. Josh frowned. Don't play dumb. I saw you. I said your name. You said, he hesitated, searching Ethan's face. You said you were Elise. Heat surged up Ethan's neck. His pulse pounded so hard he swore Josh could hear it. You misunderstood. Josh tilted his head, his expression unreadable. Then, to Ethan's horror, his lips curved into a faint smirk. Hey, I'm not judging. Just wasn't expecting it. Ethan's chest clenched. Josh, please. But Josh cut him off. Relax. Your secret's safe. He leaned closer, his voice dropping. Though, people might have overheard me last night. I wasn't exactly quiet. The blood drained from Ethan's face. Josh straightened, hands sliding into his pockets. Anyway, see you at lunch. He walked off casually, as though he hadn't just lit a fuse under Ethan's carefully constructed life. Ethan slumped back in his chair, his vision swimming. Panic clawed at him. If anyone else had heard, if whispers started spreading. His phone buzzed. A message from Claire lit the screen. Claire, how's work, Elise? His breath caught. Elise. Not Ethan. Elise. And in that moment, Ethan realized the truth. The name wasn't staying in the cafe. It was already slipping into every corner of his world. And no matter how hard he tried, he wasn't sure he could shove Elise back into the mirror anymore. Ethan's morning dragged like quicksand. Every keystroke echoed too loud, every laugh across the office too sharp. He couldn't tell if anyone really knew or if paranoia was clawing holes in his sanity. By noon, the break room confirmed his worst fears. He stepped in for coffee, eyes down, trying to disappear into the steam rising from the machine. But two voices carried from the corner table, Rachel from accounting and Mark from support. I swear Josh called him something else last night, Rachel whispered, her voice hushed but edged with excitement. What do you mean? Mark asked, half amused. He said, Elise. And he didn't correct him. Ethan froze mid-step, the mug trembling in his hand. His pulse thundered in his ears. Mark chuckled. Elise? That doesn't even sound like him. You sure you weren't hearing things? Rachel's tone sharpened. No. I'm telling you, something's up. Josh looked dead serious. Said it loud enough for half the cafe to hear. The coffee machine hissed, masking Ethan's uneven breathing. He wanted to slam the mug down and scream they're wrong, but he couldn't. Because deep down, he knew they weren't. Mark lowered his voice, but Ethan still caught it. Well, if it's true, maybe he's not who he thought he was. The words cut like a blade. He left the break room without the coffee, stomach knotted, throat dry. Back at his desk, his phone buzzed again. Another message from Claire. Claire, so? Did anyone call you Elise yet? His hands shook as he typed back, Josh knows. He told people. They're whispering. Her reply came instantly. Claire, good. Let them. Ethan's heart stopped. Good? A second message followed. Claire, you're terrified, I know. But every whisper makes Elise more real. You can't hide behind Ethan forever. He slammed the phone face down, his pulse racing. Fear pressed down on him like a weight. But beneath it, something darker stirred, not just fear, but a dangerous thrill. Because as much as he hated the whispers, he hated even more how part of him wanted Elise's name to spread. And that realization was the most terrifying thing of all. By evening, Ethan sat hunched in Claire's apartment, head in his hands. His tie hung loose, his shirt wrinkled. The world felt like it was closing in. They were whispering, he muttered. I heard them. Rachel, Mark. They know. It's already out of control. Claire perched on the arm of the sofa, calm but sharp-eyed. Then stop letting them control it. He looked up, exhausted. What do you mean? Tessa, sprawled across the rug with a glass of wine, smirked. She means you have two options. Keep hiding and let the whispers write your story for you, or get ahead of it. Own it. Ethan's chest tightened. Own it? You mean, tell them? Show them? No. Absolutely not. That's suicide. Claire leaned forward, her hand warm against his knee. Ethan, listen. Right now, Elise is a rumor. A whisper in a break room. That's the most dangerous place to live, half-truths and speculation. But if you say it, if you show it, suddenly it's not a secret. It's yours. His breath hitched. The thought made his stomach flip. Walking into work, facing everyone, not as Ethan but no, it was unthinkable. And yet, hadn't the whispers already started carving Elise into existence? Tessa swirled her wine, grin wicked. Imagine it. One appearance. One day where Elise walks into that office. You'd shut down every whisper in a heartbeat. They wouldn't be guessing anymore. They'd know. Ethan's pulse spiked. He shook his head, voice trembling. I can't. I'll lose everything. My job, my reputation. Claire's voice cut through his panic, firm but soft. Or maybe you'll lose the prison you've built around yourself. Maybe you'll find out you're stronger than you ever thought. The room went quiet. Ethan's reflection glinted faintly in the dark window, his tie loose, his face tired, nothing of Elise there. And yet, in his mind, he could still see her, painted lips, scarf brushing her shoulders, a presence no whisper could erase. Finally, he whispered, almost to himself, if I do this, there's no going back. Tessa raised her glass. Exactly. And isn't that the point? Claire's hand squeezed his, steady and unyielding. Ethan walked into the cafe. Elise walked out. The only question left is, who walks into that office next week? Ethan's throat tightened. Fear and thrill warred in his chest. He didn't answer, because deep down, he already knew. Saturday morning sunlight streamed through Claire's apartment, painting gold lines across the floor. Ethan sat by the window, still in last night's clothes, staring into his untouched coffee. The city outside hummed, ordinary and indifferent, while his world teetered on the edge of something irreversible. Claire moved quietly in the kitchen, pouring cereal, humming like it was any other morning. But Ethan knew better. Nothing was ordinary anymore. You're quiet, she said gently, sliding a bowl onto the table. He didn't look up. I'm trying to figure out if I'm about to ruin my life. Claire leaned against the counter, arms folded. Or save it. The words lodged in his chest. He wanted to argue, but part of him couldn't. The memory replayed endlessly: Rachel's whisper, Josh's smirk, Mrs. Doyle's knowing eyes, the barista's effortless miss. Elise wasn't just in the mirror anymore. Elise was leaking into every corner of his world. Tessa arrived mid-morning, hair damp from the rain, carrying a bag of clothes she claimed were for experiments. She tossed it onto the couch with a grin. Well, she asked. Decision made? Monday's coming whether you're ready or not. Ethan stiffened. I can't just walk into work like that. Tessa raised an eyebrow. Like what? Like Elise? You think she's going to wait politely in your closet while Ethan goes about his boring little life? His jaw clenched. I could stop. I could bury it. Pretend none of this happened.